Top 4 tips to follow when choosing a bank account. Just like car insurance and furniture purchases, you need to shop around before choosing a bank. Banks are not one size fits all and vary in what they offer their customers. This video will review the most important tips you need to know in order to open the best bank account in 2021. Tip number 1. You don't have to stick with one bank. You don't need to use the same bank for all of your accounts. I use one bank for my checking, another for my emergency and short-term savings, and yet another for my long-term savings and retirement. The reason for this is that one bank may offer an excellent interest rate for savings, but have lousy offerings when it comes to checking accounts. You want to go with the best bank for the type of account you need to open. Tip number 2. Get multiple quotes. I always recommend getting at least 3 quotes before doing anything in life, and I apply this principle to selecting the right bank for each of my accounts. For example, let's say I'm interested in opening a checking account. Then, I'm going to call 3 separate banks and inquire about any special promotions, such as getting your first set of checks free. I'll also ask whether there is a minimum balance requirement and where I can view a list of associated fees. Then, I will go with the bank that has the best terms. When I'm ready to set up a savings account, I'll again call 3 banks. This time, I'll ask what the minimum starting deposit is, what current interest rate they're offering, and if there is a monthly maintenance or service fee. Tip number 3. Consider your future goals. Look for a bank that will help you reach your future goals. My daughter recently married and I found her and her husband a savings bank that has a first-time homebuyer program. By establishing a joint savings account with this particular bank, and making regular monthly contributions, my daughter and her husband will set themselves up to qualify for the bank's program, when they are ready to purchase their first house. If you're building up your long-term savings with the intention of investing, and saving for retirement, you'll want to go with a bank that not only has an attractive savings account, but also one that offers a way for you to meet your future goals. For example, at the time of publishing this video, TD Bank was offering a $200 bonus to open up a savings account. According to their website, they also give customers access to powerful and innovative trading platforms, tools and investment guidance. Tip number 4. You don't have to stick to a traditional bank. For long-term savings and retirement accounts, you don't just want to consider brick-and-mortar banks that have a presence in your area. There are a great number of reputable online banks that often offer better terms. Ally Bank is a great example of this and many of my financially savvy friends use them. Their interest rates tend to be higher than traditional banks, and they have less fees. You may also want to look into a credit union for savings and checking accounts if you meet their membership criteria. Some credit unions are set up just for members of the military, while others cater to the employees of certain companies. There are even credit unions designed just for teachers. Credit unions tend to have better terms than traditional banks, as they are non-profit organizations that are owned by their members.